Welcome to the Mr.Street Racing channel. Today we're going to be doing an introduction to the channel and this 1968 Camaro SS. We are taking it to Twin City Raceway in Monroe, Louisiana this coming up Saturday. We're going to film a bunch of content with this car, so before you guys actually see it at the raceway, we wanted to go through and basically show you what it has, show you under the hood, show you the interior, drive around with it a little bit, just basically just do a whole introduction to this vehicle.
It's Patrick with Mr.Street Racing Channel. I wanted to go over our 68 Camaro. This is a daily driver. It is tagged, insured, I mean, everything. It is a VIN tag car, of course. When we got the car back a little less than a year ago, he had gifted the car to his grandson, and it was a little much car for his grandson. And of course, you know, being a 16, 17-year-old boy, you want four-wheel drive truck, things like that. So when we got the car back, it's in really good condition overall. It had multiple things wrong, you know, mechanically wise with the engine and stuff. So I brought the car in and assessed most everything. It took me a week, week and a half, 2 weeks to kind of assess everything. And we decided to go with the Holley Sniper EFI system. And after tons of research, we really wanted to something simple, something self-learning. So everything pushed us towards the Holley Sniper EFI. So I pulled every piece of wire out of the car, from the front of the car to the back of the car. And I literally just started from bare one. And I found a lot of issues. I found a lot of possible issues that could have evolved with the faulty wiring and things, and we decided to rewire the whole car. So I custom made the little relay panel, fuse panel. We're still not complete with all the wiring. We kind of have the wiring just touched in here now to see how the car performs, make sure that's how we, want to leave it. And then we're going to actually dress the car in a little better fashion than it is now. This car has a 454. It is a forged rotating assembly. It has Edelbrock aluminum 6155 marine heads, hydraulic roller cam, hydraulic roller lifters. Car makes around 500 horses, 93 octane. We do have a nitrous express mainline plate system on the car, currently with the 100 shot jets. It has return style regulator, it has fuel pressure safety set-off switch. The car we run Holley Sniper EFI everything. We have the Holley Sniper EFI throttle body with the ECU made inside. We have the Holley Sniper EFI coil. We have the Holley Sniper Hall effect style distributor. We also, in the car, we have Holley EFI 7-inch digital dash, multiple sensors throughout the car, the oxygen sensors, the oil pressure sensors, the nitrous pressure sensors. They're all from Holley EFI. And of course, with any, thing new you do with EFI, for me, and I'm sure many others, there's always little issues. And of course, we did have issues here and there. Nothing that wasn't fixable. We contacted Holley support and they walked us through everything, and we got everything, where we like it, and the car's performing great. It has wheel wood, drilled slotted rotors, brakes. We're running a set of 15x4 Jegs SSR spike wheels. They are a cheaper wheel, but they look great. We really like them. We have the Hoosier front runners. They're 26/750 by 15s. On the rear, we have two sets of tires for the rear. We have an actual street tire, which is when we compete in the street classes, most rules say 200 to 300 tread wear or better tires. So we just got these tires in yesterday. I got them installed. They are a BF Goodwrench radial TA in a 255/60/15. Big shout out to Joel Bryant from Costco for getting us hooked up with a good deal on them. The car, as far as transmission, we run a turbo 350. It has a gear vendor's overdrive, which is currently not hooked up. We have a B&M nitrous whole shot converter. It's about a 4,000 flash stall. Really makes a lot of power on low end with this flash stall converter. It's hard right now for us to hit the tires pretty good with it, but we're working on it. We'll be installing a nitrous express maximizer progressive nitrous controller this week. Maybe that'll help us out with sticking the tire. To the rear of the car, I installed a standalone fuel enrichment for the nitrous. This is only like a 2.5 gallon fuel cell. Disregard the 116 only. It will not run the 116 only. We will be more on the lines of a 103 maybe. It has a Holley Blue fuel pump for the nitrous. Our nitrous inline fuel filter is here. Bunch of hose rolled up because it's just too long. We do run a pressure transducer, and this pressure transducer here activates our bottle blanket. Once the temperature falls, it will activate the bottle heater to bring it up, and then once it reaches our liking, it shuts it off automatically. It does have power run from the battery that's located in the front of the car. It comes back to a standalone fuse block in the rear of the car, and this fuse block controls just what is in the trunk. Here you have a brake booster vacuum pump. Car doesn't pull any vacuum, and brakes are terrible without it, so it was a definite must-have. It's noisy. It is on rubber isolators, but it's still noisy. As far as interior-wise of the car, we have our nitrous button here on the steering wheel. This will actually go away pretty soon, being that we're installing the progressive nitrous controller, and it will actually operate under a wide open throttle switch. We may incorporate a second kit eventually, maybe like a 50 to 75 shot on here. We run the Holley 7-inch digital dash. Very nice. This bezel is custom from Holley to fit this to fit the car and fit the dash. Fit like a glove, man. It was a really easy install. It works well. We just recently installed an RJS racing equipment harness. Our old was outdated, and we wanted to get up to par with everything, especially for safety wise. It is missing the crotch style part. Something we're going to add in later. We're staying away from putting a cage in the car because it is a daily driver. Most daily driver classes will not let you have a cage in the car. Here you have your nitrous pressure gauge. It also works from the transducer in the rear. You have the oil pressure gauge, mechanical. There is an oil pressure gauge on the Sniper system. There is a water temp gauge on the Sniper system. There is not a transmission temperature gauge. This is the transmission temperature gauge. It is not in. We will incorporate it actually in the 7-inch dash when we get all the IOs figured out and all of that. This car has car has exhaust cutouts. Simple switch to on, simple switch to off. This is the arm the nitrous system. When that comes on, fuel pump comes on. All of your relays are active at that point. Our purge is here. This purges our system. This fuel gauge here is for our actual, the car's tank itself. This will go away eventually, and I'm gonna have this for our nitrous fuel enrichment tank, and then the actual car's fuel tank will be incorporated into the digital dash. Switches we have here, this is the switch actually for the ignition, which is a Holley Sniper as well, and this is for the Sniper system. To arm the Sniper system, as you can see, everything comes on under the nitrous system. It takes a while for it to boot up, but that's it. Third switch, we have our coolant fans here. The second fan is a fan that is on our transmission cooler. Then the very last switch is for the brake pump that's in the back of the car. Without that switch on, you don't have hardly any brakes.